students, we are starting with thermal engineering practical number 2. Okay, this is page number 7 of your manual. Okay, so today we are going to study practical number 2, that is trace the path of flue gases and water steam circuit of the boiler. Okay, so that is the aim of this thing. And what is the practical significance of the background that we need for this? So we need boilers are widely used in various applications of industry. So basically they are used in thermal power plants, dairy industries, paper industries, chemical industries, okay, textile industries, etc. And therefore, in order to understand the working of a boiler, the path of flue gases, to track the path of the flue gases is very, very important. So here we have a boiler model of a boiler, that is Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Okay. So this is a water tube type of boiler which we have already studied. So here there are certain parts which I want to show. So first of all, this is the trolley. Okay, this is the trolley component where the coal can come inside the furnace for heating purpose. Okay, this is that. Then here, if you come a little closer, so here we have, these are the water tubes. Okay, so this is a cut section model of the boiler. These are the water tubes. Okay, and this is the chimney. So basically we have various parts. So here there are certain stop valve. So this is a stop valve where from the final steam can be taken for various applications. Okay. Then the second one we have is a safety valve. So this is a safety valve. Okay, just like a pressure cooker whistle. So whenever the pressure inside this shell portion, okay, exceeds a certain limit, this valve will open. See this is a spring-loaded pressure valve. So this valve will open, the steam will escape, and the boiler will be safe from bursting. Okay. Then the next that we have is a manhole. So basically here we have a manhole. Okay. So here is the manhole portion. Basically this manhole is for humans to get inside this shell. Okay, the actual boilers are very big inside. So the for inspection and cleaning purpose, the man goes inside this manhole and he inspects and cleans the boiler shell part. Okay. Then we have next is the steam gauge. Okay, so steam gauge is here. Okay, so this shows how much steam pressure and steam is present there. Okay, so here it is. It is a steam. Basically, it shows how much is the pressure of the steam inside the boiler. Okay. Then next we have the water gauge. So here is the water gauge. Okay. If you can see here, this is your water gauge. Here it shows what is the water level inside the shell. So how much is steam? The remaining part will be water. This is the water level indicator, you can say. Next we have is feed check valve. Okay. So basically this is your feed check valve here. Okay, so this feed check valve basically it's like a valve. So whenever the water in the shell reduces, automatically the water gets inside. So as you already know, and we study in the boiler mounting also, it is a non-return valve. So basically water can only come inside, but from the shell it cannot go in the reverse direction. So that is here. Next we have is your air regulating door. So this is your air regulating door. जैसे आपने देखा होगा वो भुट्टे सेकने वाले होते हैं तो वो दरवाजा खोल के ऐसा they put it inside the air. So similarly this air door or this can also be called as an air regulating door. So basically by opening and closing this door I will change the amount of air going into the boiler. So this is one thing. Then we have next is your blow off cock or mud hole. Now blow off cock or mud hole, it is somewhere this will be at the bottom. So this is the here. Okay, now this will be the lowest most point of the boiler. Okay, so whenever I open this, the entire water in the tubes and the shell, everything will drain out. So this I have to open for cleaning purpose. So before the maintenance, all the water from the boiler is removed with this mud hole, or we can say it's like a blow off cock. Okay, then the next is we have chimney. Obviously it is very, very clear. This is the chimney from which the exhaust will go, and then this trolley as I already explained. Now let us talk about the working of this boiler. So the water comes from this feed check valve into this boiler shell. The boiler shell is a cylindrical component. Lower half has water and the upper half has the steam. Now water from the lower part of the shell enters into these tubes. Now these tubes are inclined ठीक है, at certain angle around 15 to 20 degrees. Now water comes inside. Here is the burning flue gases which is coming from the coal. So these heat hot gases will come outside. So basically it's a water tube. So water is inside this tube and the fire or the flue gas is outside the tubes. So what happens next is that this heat will be transferred to the water tubes. Okay, then the water will basically try to get along. It becomes lighter and from this uptake header. Okay, so this one is uptake header, downtake header. So from here the steam starts to get up and the steam then gets stored in the upper portion of the shell. Okay, from where we can remove this for various applications like giving it to turbine or for various chemical processes. These are known as baffles. The purpose of this is to hold this tube and also so that the flue gases can move in this direction. Okay, it does not go directly, because more the flue gases will flow, more time it will get to transfer the heat to the water inside these tubes. Okay, so this is the water tube boiler that we have. So if you go to the manual, next page, here we have to just name the boiler. So I have already explained all the parts of the boiler to you. Okay, and observations mein it is up to you. Okay, so you have to write down what are the components in the sequence in which the flue gases are passed or the steam is generated. Okay, and then similarly for the flue gases. So that is there, and the results and the conclusions I have already told you what we have to write, or I will share the link to that. Okay, and the remaining portion is question and answers, which are already covered in the theory part. So this is the practical number 2 on boiler and tracing the part of the flue gas. Thank you.